Welcome to our newest flip here on 96th Street in Mesa, Arizona. Something really cool about this flip is that I've actually never been inside. Anna walked this property for me, so this is gonna be my first time seeing this property. And I've actually got my private money lender here and good friend, Landon Moore. And we're gonna start talking about why you would wanna lend on a property, what our budgets are gonna look like on this, and all the kind of good stuff that goes along with it. So why don't we get inside and get to it?
Let's do it.
All right, I would say this is pretty darn clean. So we purchased this property from Nate Longfellow. He's a wholesaler here. He got me this deal for $282,000. We're gonna put roughly about $50,000 in this, and then we're gonna sell this property for $400,000 on the market. It's a great area, and it's actually right next to a school, so it's a perfect starter family home at a perfect starter family home price point too. So I have my good friend and lender, Landon Moore here, who is a real estate investor, an engineer. I mean, dude, you do it all. You
do a lot of different things, for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you lent on this deal. You actually lent $60K, so that paid for our entry into the deal, meaning our down payment into the deal. And it gives us the working capital to get the whole project started and moving before hard money actually gives us the money back. So why would you want to lend on somebody else's deal?
Number one is who I am investing with. Someone who has credible evidence that they've done this time and time and time and time again. They're putting their reputation out there. We're doing this video right now to prove we're walking this. So from a credibility standpoint, that was a big thing, right? Obviously the returns, those were great, but they didn't much matter, right? They matter. I want to make money. It's coming from my self-directed 401k, which is a big deal from a tomorrow standpoint. This is tomorrow money, which is a big deal, of course, but it was protection. You collateralized me and protected my money in the case shit hit the fan. If something were to happen, my money's protected on this deal. And so those are a lot of the big factors. We've developed a really good relationship with our families, our wives, our kids. You've stayed at one of my Airbnbs. We go to the pool together, all these different things. So it's more over the relationship we built. I'm not just blindly throwing my money out there hoping I get it back. You're actually providing me an opportunity to deploy and move my money and make a return. So this vehicle that is real estate is something that you can enhance and put sweat equity in different things, and owning real estate and flipping real estate and all the things, but also as a private money lender, for someone who just has money in their bank account or self-directed, getting it moving with a trusted source is huge, which is why I would go out and do that.
You mentioned self-directed 401k. Can you kind of break down exactly what that is?
What a self-directed 401k is, basically puts me in the driver's seat to truly control my money and deploy it for projects just like this. I can do whatever I want. It is literally a card in my pocket to deploy out for private money lending opportunities. I could buy this house right here with my self-directed and keep this property as a rental property. I can do whatever I want with it and I get total control.
Hey, and reach out to me on Instagram at Stephen Hunt. I'd love to use your money for more deals. Let's get this stuff going.
More deals.
Awesome. So we first walk in, we have this nice little living room area. We might have to replace some glass because I do see a little chip. I'll probably do all new baseboards potentially once we actually tear up the floors. Looking at it right now, this is rental ready. The only thing that I'm disliking right now, do I actually want to replace these floors, the tile that we currently have, because they are three different types of tiles. I can see them right here. We have tile over here, tile
oh my gosh,
right here,
you're so right.
and tile over here. I'm thinking that we want to do the same floors all the way throughout. So working our way over here into the kitchen. This is a pretty decent sized kitchen. I'm also noticing already a little bit of damage down here. And what's it gonna cost to get the cabinets painted? What's it gonna cost to get the cabinets fixed up? When I have to think about all of this together, well, I can tell you right now, it's gonna cost anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 to have these professionally painted. So I have to make a call there at that point. Do I wanna do new cabinets? For me, the answer is gonna be yes. At an entry-level price point, I have Builder's Warehouse that we saw over at the Southern Ave video that can get me an entire new kitchen between $4,000 to $5,000. Remember, that's gonna be the backsplash, it's gonna be the countertops, it's gonna be the cabinets. So if it's gonna cost me $2,000 to $3,000 just to get these painted, and that doesn't include any of the repairs, I'd much rather go to somewhere like Builder's Warehouse where they're gonna give me all my new appliances, countertops, cabinets, everything all in for a price point that's maybe a couple $1,000s more than just painting these cabinets. I wanna make it feel as big as possible. I don't know that it's gonna make sense to blow out this wall. Most flippers would walk in here and say, oh my gosh, I wanna blow out this wall. I need to make sure that this is not load bearing first before I decide to make that decision. But if we can blow this out, it's gonna make everything feel so much more open. And then we keep moving on forward over here and we have what is our laundry area, which is a massive laundry area. So it makes me wonder, is it worth, maybe switching up where any of the stuff is actually located? I don't really wanna move any plumbing. Maybe we frame a wall, maybe we don't frame a wall, right? That way we just have a little bit more space, a little bit extra storage. But this is a really big space, so we can get a little creative here. What would you do here, Landon? If this was your first fix and flip that you were taking on as Landon Moore?
I mean, it's already kind of dead space. When you add the washer and dryer in here, You know, I think I'm doing a closet. I think that would be the play to me. It's just to frame out like a wall here and do like a closet, maybe a bifold or something.
I would agree.
For that price point.
If this is walled off, it's going to reduce the noise that all this is going to make on this side,
So
right?
true.
It's going to reduce the heat that these produce as well, which is another big factor. So if it's walled off, like you said, we have this small entry. I could set up pantry cabinets right here when you walk in.
Totally.
So now, okay, cool, I can do all my kitchen stuff, but now I also have extra storage here.
You could bring this out if you wanted to do, a deeper pantry right here if you needed to.
Look at that, guys. Landon Moore's first flip.
You know what I'm doing? I'm putting my wife's hat on right now. This is exactly what I'm doing.
It's gonna be such light framing and such little drywall work as well, because most of it's gonna be doors. Good call, Anna. Good call on this house. All right, let's keep it moving. One of the things that I'm also looking at when I'm first initially walking this house, and really any house that I walk, is I'm looking at all the doors. And these are all 6-panel doors. This is what we put in the majority of our flips. They're in great condition, so that makes me really happy. That saves us a couple $1,000 on doors alone. Moving into the bathroom here, it's a little bit dark. We have the same tile that is in the hallway, which is different from the living room. Most likely do a new vanity, do a prefab vanity that's gonna be a nice, cool color, something that's a little bit more trendy. Change out the hardware. We've got a little bit of funky hardware situation going on here, and probably change out the mirror as well. The other thing I'm noticing in here is that we have a newer tub. It's already tiled, and it's like a travertine looking tile. So I may not switch out this tile. Again, we're at an entry-level price point. This is a highly desirable area. This is an area that's appreciating really fast. People are moving to this area, and it's right across from a school. The school's walking distance, so it's perfect for a family. We want it to look new. We want it to be something that they can actually be proud of and that they want to move into. Working our way out of here, we're gonna go check out the bedrooms now. They're not really too big. We have mirrored closets in here that we're gonna leave. All we're gonna be doing here is really replacing the flooring, which if we do the same floors throughout the entire house, I get floors for entry-level price points at about $1.49 a square foot. You cannot get carpet for $1.49 a square foot, and then plus my install cost, you can't beat it, and it's gonna have an entire seamless look throughout the entire property. I think that's definitely the direction we have to go here. But let's move our way into the primary, which is right here. Again, another closet with a mirror. We'll leave this the way it is. This is big. So much room for activities.
Amazing! Look at that!
Also, we're gonna get rid of the popcorn ceilings. I'm noticing that in the bedroom. Small little budget item there. It'll probably cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to get all that removed. Let's check out the primary bathroom now too. So one thing I'll say about this is that it is not super, super small. In a lot of these houses, I've seen them a lot smaller than this, where they're super compact, and it's just like, literally you stand right here and that's all you get, and there's a wall. So knowing that we have some extra space here, this is really nice. This is some of the most hideous tile I think I've ever seen in my life. So we'll make sure we get rid of that. We'll do new shower glass, so it's not this old rusted gross thing that'll cost $1,000 for the shower glass. Let's go outside and check out what the backyard looks like and see how much work we have to do out there. As we move outside, this is good space, dude.
Massive.
This is big. So it's not a massive lot, but the footprint of the house takes up such little space that it ends up feeling like you have all this extra space. This is fantastic. We'll paint the wood fence that's back here to make sure that it looks a little bit newer. But dude, what are we doing with this huge slab? I'm thinking we turn this into a professional foursquare. You guys let us know in the comments, what do you think we should do with this huge slab right here? It's kind of an eyesore, but I'm thinking if we can make it cute, if we can make it unique, maybe we slap, a little fire pit area back here,
I think that's what
with
you
some
do.
chairs.
Yeah.
One thing we can point out with the exterior here is that we have a brand new AC unit, and then we have a brand new roof as well. So the two big ticket items on the exterior, I'm already noticing are already taken care of.
It's huge.
Which is great.
So we're talking exterior paint, interior paint, new floors,
Yep.
new hardware, most likely new baseboards, a couple little items, hardware wise, and then maybe a little frame out wall. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
That's it. We're talking about some easy work here. I think that this is gonna be a 3-week project in and out. All right, our neighbor's having a party over here, so we're gonna go inside so we can wrap up some of these questions. All right, so Landon, I know you had a few questions on some of the bigger ticket items. What were those exactly?
Yeah, with any of my properties here in Arizona, one of the biggest things that we always run and do is a sewer scope, because everything down here in Arizona that was, built mid 1960s and older is all cast iron. So it's just, at this point in 2025, Swiss cheese. I guess when you're analyzing these things, at what point do you decide, let's replace those, or let's take care of those?
Great question too. And a lot of it is I'm gonna base it off of what's the condition of the property, what was the property used for previously. In this case, this property was a rental property, so they have to keep a lot of these things updated because you'll go to jail. Now, from a cosmetics standpoint of this property, is it stunning? No, but does it work? Yes, it works as a rental. And I can tell that the landlord cared to do enough here. I'll have the pipes looked at as we're going through this, but it's not something that I'm necessarily too worried about. This house was also built in the late 60s. So being late 60s, we have less of that cast iron opportunity where it might go bad.
Yeah.
We might have certain areas that we might have to replace some of the plumbing, but that's really not too much of a cost. And it's not something that I think we're gonna run into too much here. When it comes to electrical, it's another huge one that can be super expensive. But like you said, the panel's relatively new. And when you say relatively new, it's been installed in the last 20, 30 years.
It is a lot of just surface stuff. So it's paint, exterior paint, interior paint. It's all the flooring throughout, it's the hardware, it's the little things. Obviously we're doing some cabinets and whatnot, but overall it's just lipstick.
A lot of lipstick, yeah. I love a good lipstick flip. Demo will come through here, they'll knock everything out super fast. It'll be a one-day thing on the demo side of it. All the cabinets will be gone, we order the cabinets, that's a 48-hour to 72-hour turnaround time. They'll come pick them up, they can install those in one day. Lay the floors, that'll take one day. I mean, this is quick, and it's only 1,139 square feet. Right, so I mean, we're talking about you can crank through something like this. All right, guys, so that really concludes our walkthrough here on 96th Street in Mesa, Arizona. Landon, how can people get a hold of you, and what exactly is it that you do in real estate so people can do deals with you?
Yeah, oh my gosh, hit me up on Instagram, you guys. My name is @more_deals. DM me if you guys need help with any of your real estate deals. We do a ton of Airbnb, short-term rentals, ton of wholesale, and we actually buy a lot of our rentals as well too. We're doing a ton of these right now. I'm in escrow for 12 properties, so hit me up if you need help with your deals.
And if you're looking to lend on properties just like this, like Landon did on this deal, and you don't want to take any of the risk and you want me to do all the hard work, make sure you shoot me a DM or actually just comment the word deals in the comment section and I'll shoot you a DM so we can link up together.